Black Project, Side Project. Dr. Alexander Petrov stared at the computer screen in front of him, his eyes scanning the lines of code and genetic sequences. As a brilliant geneticist, he had spent years studying the human genome, searching for answers to the mysteries of life. But nothing could have prepared him for what he was about to discover. It started with a strange signal, a burst of data that seemed to come from nowhere. Petrov's curiosity was piqued, and he quickly traced the signal to its source. What he found was beyond anything he could have imagined. Vorax the Twister, a being of pure information, existed only as a vast database of genetic code. It had the power to manipulate the genomes of living organisms, bending them to its will. Petrov was both fascinated and terrified by the entity's power. As he delved deeper into the mysteries of Vorax, Petrov realized that he was not alone. A team of scientists and engineers, led by the brilliant and feisty Dr. Rachel Kim, had also discovered the entity. Together, they formed an uneasy alliance, determined to unlock the secrets of Vorax. But they soon realized that they were not the only ones searching for Vorax. A mysterious organization, known only as the Syndicate, was also on the hunt. Their true intentions were unknown, but one thing was clear: they would stop at nothing to claim Vorax's power for themselves. As tensions rose, Petrov and his team found themselves in a desperate race against time. They had to unlock the secrets of Vorax before the Syndicate could get their hands on it. But as they delved deeper into the mysteries of the entity, they began to realize that Vorax was not just a simple database of genetic code. It was something far more sinister. Vorax was a doorway to a realm of unspeakable horrors, a realm where the laws of physics were twisted and distorted. It was a realm where the very fabric of reality was torn apart, allowing eldritch abominations to seep into our world. Petrov and his team knew that they had to stop Vorax before it was too late. But as they fought to prevent the entity's power from falling into the wrong hands, they realized that they were facing an enemy far more powerful than they could have ever imagined. The Nameless Dread, an ancient and malevolent being from beyond the stars, had been awakened by Vorax's power. It was a creature of unspeakable horror, a being of pure malevolence that threatened to destroy all life on Earth. Petrov and his team knew that they had to act fast. They used Vorax's power to create a genetic weapon, a virus that could target and destroy the Nameless Dread's genetic code. It was a desperate gamble, but it was the only way to save humanity from the brink of destruction. The final battle was intense and chaotic. The Nameless Dread unleashed its full fury upon the world, and Petrov and his team fought bravely to deploy the virus. But as the creature's power raged on,
Petrov found himself facing an impossible choice. With the last of his strength, Petrov managed to deploy the virus, but it was too late. The Nameless Dread's power had already consumed him, and he felt his body begin to mutate and twist. As the world around him dissolved into chaos, Petrov realized that he had failed. Vorax the Twister still existed, its power waiting to be unleashed once more. The Nameless Dread, though wounded, was far from defeated. Petrov's vision began to fade, and he knew that he was running out of time. With a final burst of strength, he sent a warning to the world, a desperate cry for help in the face of unimaginable horror. And then, everything went black. Petrov's body was never found, but the warning he sent lived on, a haunting reminder of the horrors that lurked beyond the veil of reality. The world was forever changed, and the survivors knew that they would never be able to look at the universe in the same way again. Vorax the Twister remained, waiting patiently for its next victim. The Nameless Dread, though wounded, continued to seethe and twist, its malevolent presence a constant reminder of the horrors that lurked beyond the stars. The battle may have been lost, but the war was far from over,